Hey, this is Andrew with Spackle Bucket Moto, and we're here on one of whoa. Let's not go losing our bike quite yet here. Hey, it's Andrew from Spackle Bucket Moto here in one of the dead-end rustic roads here of Wisconsin. It's my sweet shades and scalding hot Technique jacket here, but we're here with the T7, and what we have here are our Tusk Aluminum Panniers. I'll call them side cases, I don't know. I'm not hip enough to call them panniers or whatever you want to call them, but yeah, I wanted to do a quick rundown on these because this is the Tusk side cases, size medium. I'll get to more of that later. The aluminum ones, and this is their side rack setup. So they've got some soft bags that work with these. I won't get into that debate other than since when I have mine on, it's mostly used as a commuter. I prefer the hard cases. So let's take a little closer look at these here, and you can get an idea of what we're dealing with. These things basically run. Let's see, you can get an idea here. These cases are like $450 for the medium ones. They got big locking latches. The handles are like $15 extra. But you can kind of get an idea for how big they are. And you can kind of see one of the things that jumps out to me, at least, when I looked at these, and I don't really like how they do their fasteners. This kind of relates to their easy detached setup, but you kind of lose a little bit of space here, and then as well with how the latches go on. But it's kind of a minor niggle here on that, but you know, it's something that you want to keep in mind. And this opening, at least on the medium one, is pretty small. So ironically, I got these to carry my lunch to work, and go figure that the the Tupperware that I use does not actually fit in this opening. So it is what it is. But these cases, they're pretty burly, pretty heavy. I mean, as you can see, shake, rattle, and roll with that. They're beefy. See my little helmet hook on here. Of course, not even using it. But so what they have, which I'm sure most everyone knows by now, is the Tusk. They've got this quick detach deal here, which I don't know if I can get a pull this pin, and the case is just kind of popped down, and you can pick them up off nice and easy. Which in my case, you know, if you're going to use it for off-road riding too, I'm not one to really ride with big cases on the bike if I'm riding anything more technical off-road. So pop those off at camp, go off, have a good time. You're not worrying about it. But here you can get an idea. Overall width of the bike, I'll have to measure it. I'll put a dimension on here on the screen and in the comments or description below. But you can kind of see it adds a lot of width to it. And one of the things I don't get is all these side case companies, like, all right, I get that they're working around the stock exhaust here, and especially in this case, they need their room because of their system here. But why on earth are you putting them so far away? It doesn't make any sense. This is one where they could have like brought this up here and tucked it in, and you could actually work the height of this down a little bit to compensate for that to get over the exhaust. I don't know, there's very few, if any, that are actually tucked. Even this side here, you can see, I mean, you've got, I don't know, 3 fingers width in there that you could, you know, squeeze that closer. So I think something that I might look at here later on and try to kind of shrink those in, just cut, weld, and do that. But other part of these is that they do include this little top rack. I'm kind of iffy on that, and something that I kind of wish that Tusk would have done on this was, instead of making it a solid piece integrated like that, which it makes it more burly, yes, but if they would have integrated this into like a separate connector with these bosses here where you thread it into the bike, they could have made it so you could either run it with it or without it. So prior bikes, I never ran this on here. It's just something that to me is kind of redundant when I stage the top of my cases to be about in line with the seat. So if I want to strap something to it, I mean, there's places all over you can strap to. So why bother with this? I guess if you want to run a top case, it's nice, but they're so ugly, just so ugly. And I don't even think they have one for it. So, well, you can get that sweet, was it the Harbor Freight Special or whatever it is that everyone has run, myself included at some point. But yeah, I mean, they're nice cases. I mean, you've seen the reviews of Everride beating the snot out of his. They take a beating, they just work. And the nice thing is if you do want to ever pull them off for quick, if you want to ride whatever and are like, oh, I can't handle the 5 pounds of the racks, it's basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then another one on the other side, 6 bolts, and you could have the entire rack system off if you want. In my case, I don't have the passenger pegs on here, so you know, you got a lot of flexibility with that. Really not much to them. As far as mounting them, you have to drill the holes for where they mount on the racks. I have them basically centered in the whole assembly. So I drew, you know, a line here, measured out the width of this, and more or less just did a bang on right on the center. And they give me about exactly where I wanted for side cases. So that's my kind of quick overview of the Tusk T7 Tenere Tusk Panniers. That's a mouthful. It's one of those Dr. Seuss terrible tongue twisters sort of things. So, you know, give them a look. If you're not into the hard cases, you know, if you're worried, oh, I'm going to snap my leg because I'm, you know, Pull Tara's riding the gnar. All right, whatever. You know, they've got soft ones and there's plenty of others that'll work with it. So give them a look. Tusk cases. I'll put some more information in the links, try to work it into the video, that sort of thing, so you can get, you know, some overall dimensions to see what you're dealing with there. But if you have any questions on these things or any of the other stuff T7 related, put it in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, this is Andrew, Spackle Bucket Moto. We'll catch you later. Peace. One other tidbit of information, I'll try to edit this in there, but these are locking, so you can lock those. They say to always run them locked, but that is annoying as all get up. They seem to latch plenty fine, so I will probably for street stuff run them unlocked, and then if I do ride anything bumpy, I'll lock them. But otherwise, yeah, they're lockable. There you have it.